I didn't know I was going to become a nail technician. And then one day I woke up, poof, and I was a nail tech. Greg Salo going to talk to you about that journey today on the Biz Talk. Greg, I didn't know that you were going to try to become like me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to be dumb, bro. That's not my goal, is to be dumber. I want to get smarter, not dumber.
Bro, I didn't realize that you were striving in life, dude, to excel at the mountaintops and shout, I want to be like my brother. But man, all these months, last couple months, bro, you just like, Greg would come to me and he'd say, man, I want to be like, you remember the whole, I want to be like Mike? I want to be like Beeb. That's Greg's like.
Well, my middle name is Habib. I was thinking about actually changing it to Habib Gregory Salo. I'm like, man, I need my brother's name.
See, this is the thing, bro. Because you have me as your middle name, you can't really rip on me, bro. Because when you rip on me, you rip on you. So it's like, it's a mirror, bro. What's the thing? You know, I have rubber bands. Whatever you say bounces off me and like sticks. What is that saying? Remember that, dude?
Shut your face.
All right, shutting my face. And on that note, let's talk about, your dude.
How I became an
bro. It's you know what's funny, dude? I swear to God, whenever I tell people that I'm in obviously the nail business, people always trip. They're like, how did that happen, right? And then the next thing I say is like, yeah, my brother, he's like one of the best like nail technicians in the world. And they're like, how did that happen? And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, because at that time, bro, you were hardcore skier, mountain climber, mountain biker. You were like outdoorsman, bro. Dude, you were like the modern day version of, who's the guy, bro? Davy Crockett? Is that?
John Muir, bro.
Greggy Crockett, like walking through with an axe, bro, like chopping trees down. Dude, I don't even know if that makes any sense. I don't even know my history, but dude, you were full, like rugged man. You were going to do ski patrol. You were going to be a fireman. How in God's name did that change to nail technician? I know the answer, but I'm just asking for everybody else.
It's called Young Salo.
Mommy!
My mom. Yeah, I mean,
it's insane.
I got into the business by accident. I mean, it was truly a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, in disguise. Yeah.
But at first, my mom, when she came to me and said that she wanted to start this business, I thought, wow, I get to be my own boss at such an early age. I'm all for that.
When mom called you, dude, okay, and she was like, I want you to be my partner in this nail. That's my mom's accent, by the way. In this nail business. You had to, for a second, be like, what in the hell are you talking about, Mom? I'm not going to be in this freaking business.
At first, especially when I found out that she was going to do, like, nail kits for cosmetology schools, I was like...
You had to have been.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
There's no way I want to do that at all. But, the whole, I think... the excitement of being your own boss, especially at a young age, was very attractive.
How old were you?
I was 20.
20.
Yeah, I was almost 21. It was the summer of 20, and then obviously going into the fall. My 21st birthday, I remember, thinking, man, I am going to be so rich by the time I'm 22 years old.
That's hilarious.
That was such a joke.
That's hysterical.
But no, it was, look, I didn't, at first when I got into the business, I was trying to sell kits. So I had to learn how to be a salesman, which is like, I'd never sold anything.
Yeah.
Except pizza behind a counter, right? At Perry's
Pizza, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out to Mrs. Yoon.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
I hope you're still crushing it.
I know.
But it's one of those things. You get into the business, you learn how to sell your product. And I was cold calling people. I was cold calling schools. On basically, I could sell you a cheaper kit than you're currently buying. I was
That was your pitch.
I was basically,
It's crazy.
let me fax over, fax me your kit list, and
Oh
then
my
I'll
God.
put a competitive bid on it and see what I could get you over. I had no interest in being a nail tech. I thought that if I sold enough kits to enough cosmetology schools, because I thought that's basically when a student graduated from school, they come out, they use your product, they're addicted, they're hooked.
Yeah.
It would just be like wildfire. It would
Yeah,
start
yeah.
catching customers left and right. I didn't realize that the market was already quite mature at the time.
So were you getting the door slam? I mean, door slammed in your face quite a bit. Like when you try to
constantly.
constantly.
I mean, it was nuts. It was brutal. I mean, we spent so much money sending product out to cosmetology schools on a national level. And you remember those kits, they were huge.
Totally, bro.
Those briefcases were like this big. We had this plastic
Yeah.
attaché case. They were actually pretty awesome.
With the foam inserts.
Yeah. But 10 kits, it would be a box, like literally from your head to my, that's how long the box was. And it was this wide. So
It's like a coffin.
it was like a coffin. And the thing is because of its unusual size, shipping that material, it was an arm and a leg.
Right.
It was so expensive. I mean, I think about how much we were charging for those kits and how much shipping was. I mean, we were getting crushed.
Bro. We weren't making any money.
No, we weren't.
Yeah.
We were basically spinning our wheels.
Yeah, totally.
The only reason why I became a nail tech was I was at a trade show and I was watching another really good artist doing nails, and I noticed that he had so many people standing around him just like adoring his work and what he was doing. And after his demonstrations, man, people were going frantic and buying product everywhere. And I was just like, huh. There it is.
There's the ticket.
Mom, I'm going to learn how to do nails. Why do you need to learn how to do nails? Why do you need to learn how to do nails? You're a businessman.
Yeah, you don't need that.
You don't need that. I'm just thinking like, yes, I do. And so that was really the kind of the inspiration that sent me off to nail school. And I honestly thought if I go to nail school, I'll come out of nail school being this amazing nail technician, which was also a huge wake-up call for me as well.
Yeah, right.
Responsibility of most schools is to ensure that you get your license. That way you can charge for the work that you do. But just like anything, just because you pay, it's like if you go to school and get your degree, in engineering, it's not like, civil engineering. It's not like you're going to be building bridges out of college.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Yeah.
Nah.
Dude, you got your degree. Build us a bridge.
Start building roads, bro.
We trust you.
It's not gonna happen. You need to put the time in.
Yeah.
You need the experience. You have to find the right mentors who are going to teach you. It's almost like going to school after school.
It's what's interesting about what you're saying. It's like, at that time we were getting crushed, right? Business wise, we were in debt. I wasn't even part of the business at that time. It was Greg and my mom, but obviously part of the family. I knew what state financially we were in. It was gnarly. And so, backs against the wall, you see this opportunity at a trade show and it's like, I need to do that. Like do I want to do it? Doesn't matter, right? Doesn't even matter whether you wanted to do it or not. You're like, I have to do that.
Yeah. So I was, obviously as a young businessman, I was addicted to selling product. I think all business people who are in trade enjoy selling, right?
Yeah.
Because if the product's selling, chances are whether you're making a lot of money or just making money, just turning over sales on a regular basis is a great thing.
It's
right?
a great feeling. Yeah.
Great feeling. So I noticed as soon as I could start speaking the language, then it definitely made it easier to sell the product. And I wasn't, look, in the beginning, I didn't know how far I was going to be able to take it. I didn't know how good I was going to get. I just knew that in order for me to be able to communicate, I had to speak the language.
And it gives you credibility too, right?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, previous to that, you can imagine me trying to talk to somebody who's been doing nails for 10 years. Right. And then I'm trying to sell them my brand over a brand they've been using for 10 years.
Sure.
It's like this is the whole thing is like, you're not going to change horses in the middle of the stream.
Right.
Like, dude, your horse is like pretty healthy.
That's your horse.
You're not falling off. You just know it's going to stay its track. Yeah. Boom. Same thing with your product. If your products are performing extremely well, why would you change? There's no reason to. So that for me, it was an uphill battle at the time. I didn't have any ammunition. There was nothing I could do to convince other people that were using other products that our product was better.
Yeah.
And so in order for me to do that, I had to go to school. I had to get my license. I had to experience it. And getting my license wasn't enough. I mean, I had to experience what it felt like working in a salon as well. And
right.
That's a whole nother story. I mean, my experience in, working in a salon was just, it was hard. It was
insane.
Really, really hard. Nowhere close to the experience that Tracy has, or a lot of our educators have, because this is what they do for their life.
For a living.
But, for me, it wasn't. At that time, it wasn't about learning how to do nails to get into the salon. It was learning how to do nails so that I could teach people how to use the product well.
Right.
And that's the reason why I wanted to get my license, was because I felt that it would definitely give me more credibility as a professional who manufactured a professional nail care line.
Well, it does give you more credibility because, like, if I'm if I'm into something, if I have a, obviously not a hobby, but if I want to, for example, like I use this example often, when we wanted to start marketing in social media, I'm not going to go to somebody that doesn't have a following, that doesn't have a track record. I want somebody that's proven. You know what I mean? In your case, it's having a license. In this case, it's like I'm going to go to a company or somebody that actually does it every day, that can give me advice, and that's the way that we did it. So I understand that, bro. Like, someone that is a nail tech, and here's the thing, even today, right, in OWC, we'll have nail techs come in and they'll say, I don't do it that way. Even to our team, our staff, it still happens. So imagine not having a license, bro. They're going to be like, don't talk to me.
Oh yeah. I mean, and that's the whole entire thing. It's like, learning how to do nails is one thing. Getting my license is one thing, but building credibility so that you could speak to a 30-year veteran.
Oh, dude.
I'm telling you, and not only a 30-year veteran, imagine building credibility just to be able to speak on the same level as a nail competitor.
Right, exactly.
Like there's other levels of nails that, for those of you guys that are getting into the business, man, it's an art.
Completely.
It's a beautiful art of perfection and precision. That takes time to build. And for me, I wasn't just satisfied about getting my license. I wanted to be able to build nails as good or better than the best in the world.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. I knew that I had to start from ground, and I had to get my license first.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole entire thing. And anybody out there who's teaching nails right now or have a product line, get a license.
Yeah. You have to get a license.
You have to get a license.
You have to, in the States, that's like being a licensed professional. It matters.
Yeah, and look, all of you guys out there right now that love doing this as a passion or a hobby, you're not licensed, you just love doing it, consider it, because you'd be surprised at how much money you could actually make if you could legally charge for it.
Yeah. And that's how everybody starts out, right?
Correct.
You tinker, you play, and then maybe there's an interest and you're like, God, could I do this? We talk about it all the time, how much money, when you break it down, you can make in this career. It's a great career. But I think it's important for nail technicians, especially beginning nail techs, to know and understand that, like, when you choose this as a career, your life is on the line, right? In the same way where Greg, he decided to go into this business with my mom at an early age.
Correct.
Your life is on the line, and it's like, okay, there's such a difference between, like, I think a lot of business owners get this wrong, and nail techs are business owners. So I'm even talking to you of like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. Well, it doesn't matter what you want to do. Your life depends on it. It's what do I have to do to make a success? And you have to make those decisions as well. Yeah, in business, as a nail professional, it's like, well, I don't want to learn gel. I don't want to. You might just have to do it.
Correct. It might not be. Look, if you don't want to do it, then it might not be for you, right?
Possibly.
Right. So it's but you won't know until you try it, until you put the effort into it. You can't just quit. You have to dig deep and got to go to the dark side.
Dude, that's a fact with anything that you're choosing to do. Like, it's different with, like, I like doing this as a hobby. But then there's a difference of like, I want to get really, really, really good at something.
Correct.
You have to go to that dark side. There's no way around it.
You got to get beat up.
You have to get annihilated. And that's part of the learning process. Deciding to become a nail technician, I mean, dude, it sounds like it's one day Greg decided to be a nail tech. No, it was out of force. It was out of observation. It was out of like,
Correct.
Dude, we got nothing. Our business is in the dumps. I have to do this to get my license so that I can build credibility. And then there's the part of building credibility, which takes years to do. Like, years to do.
Let's see. We started our business in 1992. So it's, we're going on 30 years.
Yeah, next year.
30 years as a business owner. When I started, I never in my wildest dreams imagined that I was going to be a nail tech. The best thing that happened to me in my life.
Yeah. Best thing that happened to me in my life too is that you became a nail tech so that I could guide you through life, bro, and in business, and be that North Star, dude. You're like,
thanks, bro.
Who's the guy with frankincense and myrrh, dude? They follow the North Star. You know what I'm saying? They brought the little baby Jesus. They brought it, right? You know what I'm talking about, bro.
I know that story.
Three Kings, bro.
Yeah. I've read that book.
That book a few times. The Bible. I love it, dude. I always love that story. I think it's important for people to hear, that journey. It's a long one, and anybody that's starting out, whatever reason you decide to get into the business, when you do decide to get in the business, just know that there are things that you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to do, not necessarily that you want to do this or that, but you have to do them. I think it's important. Please let us know in the comments below. Tell us your journey, a little bit about it. Why did you get into the nail business? We're super curious. And also, any episodes, anything you want us to talk about in the future, put in the comments below. Greg, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time on the Biz Talk.